First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. Antetokounmpo to Valanciunas. And draws the foul.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
Jonas Valanciunas, couple of free throws on the way. Shooting 66% in this contest. And hits the first free throw. Two for two on that trip. To Bagley. Fultz. To Leonard. Has a chance. Shot by Leonard won't go.
So many teams just try to beat you with their offense. Well, your offense can only take you so far. The one thing that's supposed to travel, whether you're home or away, is your defense. That's your staple.
Fultz with the basketball. His guys lead here, early stages, third quarter. Open look, and he buries it. Defense has to wake up. Warriors basketball. Antetokounmpo to Valanciunas. Here comes the screen. Collison. To Valanciunas. From long range. And it's Cauley Stein with the rebound. To Fultz. Nothing going here on that drive. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Markelle Fultz at the line for a chance at a three-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. Giannis in control of the basketball. The deficit now up to a dozen. Stuffs it down with authority.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in the defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
From the painted area, won't go down. Warriors have the basketball. Collison to Waiters. And look out. Here on their home floor, they're chipping away.
I mean, does this crowd have a pulse? Are they even alive? Sometimes when you make a play like that, your crowd needs to get you back in this ball game.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Giannis with it up top. His guys down 11. The screen sets him up for two.
This is why I go back into player mode. If the dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
Markelle Fultz. That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by the Warriors. Fultz to Leonard. Ball's loose. Look at him on the deck. That's off of Leonard, out of bounds. Rubio into the front court. His guys down by 9.
Hey, big screen right there, big screen.
Oh, Good defense by the Jazz as they come away with the steal.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Here's Rubio up top. 9-point margin. Stuffs it down with authority.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
To Fultz. Jonas Valanciunas snatching it out of the air. That's his third block this evening.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Leonard. Here comes the screen. To Leonard. Trying to cash in. Deep two there, won't go. Warriors have the basketball. Waiters to Rubio. Adetokunbo. That's off the side of the rim, short. To Fultz. Lobs it up. Cauley Stein powers it through.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Slam dunk for Markelle Fultz.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Here comes the screen. Ricky Rubio. With that shot, he's 5 for 8.
Ricky's never really been the guy to look for his shot first, though he did average a career high in points per game last season, and it all starts with that blow-by first step that sets up his opponent.
Markelle Fultz down to Cauley Stein. Using the post to his advantage there, and the finish at the rim.
Old school equals high percentage.
Giannis in control of the basketball. His team down 9. To Valanciunas. Nice pass to get things going.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in a zone by himself.
Fultz into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Gets it in the right corner. Here comes the screen. Leonard. Rebound pulled down by Giannis. To Rubio. Waiters. Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. And the reward, he's going to the line.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
Giannis Adetokunbo at the line for 2 shots. Hasn't missed yet. First one, count it. Goes 2 for 2. Mills in possession. Up 5 to Leonard. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to do with the defender all over you. Off the mark. Well contested. To Rudy Gay. Curling inside. To the rim. Lays it up and in.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Utah with the possession. To Nowitzki. Patty Mills. Oh, he had it. To Rubio. Nowitzki. To Leonard. And the rebound taken by Golden State. Rudy Gay, guarded by Nene. To Waiters. Jonas Valanciunas. He's now 5 for 6.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball one-on-one. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
Had a good look there, but it's no good. Giannis with it up top. His guys now down by a point. Rubio here against Nene. To Valanciunas. And look out. Big finish at the rim.
Valanciunas giving you that size, giving you that length, a guy that can extend the defense. But you kind of forget that he was the 5th pick taken overall in 2011.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Patty Mills. More shot. Oh, can't connect. Nene. Translation, good touch.
Probably option 3 right there in the court, but every player is a threat. No excuse for that easy bucket.
Rubio. Knocked loose. Aaron Baines powers it through.
People at home, did you know that Aaron Baines played rugby growing up? He knows no other way but to be physical on the court because that's how he leaves his mark.
Nothing going here on that drive. And buries it. Jay, they'll take that any day.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Golden State at the controls. Rubio to Waiters. Baines shot no good.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Runner's good there.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Don't forget, fans, you can present your tickets now at any participating Mott's Burgers restaurant for a 10% discount on your meal. Mott's Burgers, where the grill is better.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs. To Collison. Has a look. Collison's shot won't fall.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
Collison into the front court. The deficit now up to 5. Here comes the screen. Collison. Oh, had him going there for a second. To Collison. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
Oh, don't see the read. Be the read.
Mills in possession. Up by 3. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
It's Golden State basketball. Collison picked up by Nene. Darren Collison. With that, he's 5 for 9.
You see, here's why versatility is so imperative for your offensive repertoire. If you're a one-trick pony as a defender, I know exactly how to defend you because you only do one thing. but if you have versatility, then the coach can put you in multiple looks within the offense, and then you can get it any way you want it.
Knocks it down from mid-range.
You know what I like about this pass play? Instead of putting his head down and forcing the action, he patiently waited for the play to develop.
Around the perimeter. Fires the three. Nene with the rebound. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Off the mark at the line. 3 quarters complete. The Jazz out in front. It's Utah basketball as we begin the 4th quarter. They have clearly been the better side so far. Jay, that's reflected on the scoreboard.
Well, the cardinal rule in the game of sport is whenever you go into the 4th quarter, it's 0-0. You have to play the game with the scoreboard saying 0-0. And if you can win that game by double digits, then you've done your job in the 4th.
Into the front court comes Collison. The margin standing now at 7. For 3, buries it on the catch and shoot.
Just because someone is listening to you doesn't mean that they actually hear you. At the end of the game, when players get tired, they listen to what the assignment was, but they didn't hear what it was.
Down low, Cauley Stein. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. On a bad pass, going to be taken away by the Warriors. Cruises inside for 2.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
It's Jazz ball. Here comes the screen. To Nowitzki. Has a chance. Shot for dirt. No good.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jump.
Here comes the screen. Baseline drive to Nowitzki. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Can't get the bounce. To Collison. And counted at the rim.
That might have been a little bit easier than expected there, considering the score.
Rebound taken by Baines. Goes to the right side. And he's fouled. Nice. Move that time, and he's going to the line for 2.
The game is too tight for you to be taking risks like that. You want to avoid foul trouble at all costs.
Each one more. He's got 2 shots coming. He's struggled so far. And gets both to drop at the line. Here's Rubio into the front court. Leads 1. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Rubio into the front court. Leads just a point. Collison. Here comes the screen. Collison to Rubio. Nothing going here on that drive. And the finish at the rim.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
Warriors have it. To Rudy Gay, trying to cash in. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. Free throws coming up.
I'm watching the coach's reaction right now, and I'll tell you, he's not going to be happy about that. The game comes down to the micro details. That wasn't a part of the plan right there.
First try, no good. Knocks down the second after missing the first. Leonard. To Fultz. Leonard. Tough shot. He hits.
Well, the defense has been good, but the shot-making ability has been better. And sometimes for NBA players at this level, the more you're in their face, the more it helps them center their focus on the target, which is making the shot. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, it's a real thing, though.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now. That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
To Bagley. Marvin Bagley with the slam.
I see the easy dunk, but what I don't see is energy. Scream, do something. Get yourself emotionally involved in the game.
Giannis in control of the basketball. His team up by 1. Rubio to Valanciunas. Fakes, drives to the rim, and scores.
Look at that, calm under pressure. You see a lot of guys rush those. Nice extra move there.
Utah's got it. To Bagley. Fultz. They'll get it down to Leonard. And the rebound belongs to Golden State. Giannis with it up top. Leads 3. To Collison. The screen sets him up for 2.
The defense should have picked up on that action. That's going to cost them.
Here's Leonard for two. Deep two there, won't go. Collison into the front court. Up 5. To Rubio. Screen coming. Rubio. Willie Cauley-Stein able to recover with the block.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Cauley-Stein powers it through.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Possession lies with Golden State. Antetokounmpo. Oh, he had him there for a second. Stuffs it down with authority.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
Count the basket.
The defender needs to do a better job of forcing a pickup there.
Giannis in control of the basketball. Looking to make something happen to Rubio. Whoa, what a finish.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Fultz with the basketball. His guys down 3. To Leonard. Won't go down. Defender's lucky he wasn't called.
Because he had no body control. You have to be able to control your body when you attack the rim at full speed. That's part of your concentration. People assume concentration just on the rim, but your body control is everything. Be able to speed yourself up or slow yourself down.
Jazz have the ball. Leonard. To Bagley. Love the hustle. Sprawled down on the deck. And his foot was on the line. It's going the other way. Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. Knocked loose. Warriors come up with it. It's a big finish.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Fultz into the front court. They trail by 7. Off the mark. Here's Rubio up top. Lead stands at 7. To Valanciunas. And count the basket.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Off the mark on his free throw. Giannis Antetokounmpo with a piece.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Free throw is good. It's a 3-point play, and that just might put this game out of reach. Fultz with the basketball. He'll run the offense. Has a look. Fultz with a shot off the mark. Warriors basketball to Rubio. To Valanciunas. Oh, emphatic slam.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
To Bagley. From the painted area, won't go down. Here's Rubio into the front court. Lead is 12. To Valanciunas. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
The okey-doke. Let's see if he'll try that one again.
Fultz into the front court. Trailing by 14. Here comes the screen. Oh, stolen by the Warriors. It's the Warriors who get the victory. They've jumped out in front, 1-0 in this best-of-7 series. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been the NBA playoffs on EA Sports. Find out more at easports.com. Until next time, good night.
Here we go with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Warriors got the win in a nail-biter. You ask me, and I'll tell you, it was the ball movement that made all the difference. There's something to be said for a team that can win as a group, and that's what happened here today. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Golden State Warriors.
Player of the game.
Antetokounmpo was aggressive today with his scoring, getting his points right at the basket. He put down a crazy number of dunks in today's matchup. Top plays, and we've got 3 of them for you.
Number 2. Number 1.
The Warriors, on behalf of Ed Cohen and Jay Williams, this is Jalen Rose signing off.